Welcome back to another installment of That Damn Figure Show. I am your host with the most, and today we have another double feature. I have here two Alien Covenant Xenomorphs. One from the modern release that just got released like this year, within the last few months, and this guy I actually bought him last year, and this one's a little bit of an older release. And it doesn't seem like it, but there actually are some differences. Maybe it's because it's the older figure. And this big boy right here is the Alien Crusher from the Alien Colonial Marines video game that came out a few years ago. And my god, this guy looks great. I know there's other figures from that line, but I only like the Crusher. And as you guys know, within the next month or so, Hiya is going to be releasing, you know, a bunch of other Xenomorphs, which I am so fucking looking forward to. I cannot wait to get those guys in hand as well. But let's get into it. I'm going to say let's go with the big guy first, since he's going to be most in the way. And as you can see, I positioned him in this way, which it's actually kind of hard. I don't know if it's mine. I haven't seen another review on this guy. I don't think I've seen one. But my god, is his joints tight. It is super tight, like inappropriate tight. Like I can't even talk about it. But like, this is a fucking awesome figure. Excuse my language, but this is just a beauty of a figure. And it's so funny. I got this guy a while ago, and my inspiration for getting him was actually a thought of mine that I had. Like, imagine if the Xenomorphs were in like the Godzilla world and stuff like that, and like how would a Xenomorph look if it was a kaiju instead of just a regular, you know, alien monster for humans. So I thought, aside from obviously the Queen Alien, this guy looked the picture. And I did pair him up with Godzilla before on my display, but I fell in love with the Hiya Predator stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's where you're going. So this is how this guy looks. Now, the joints, like I said earlier, are very, very tight. So just, you can hear it. And I'm terrified that I'm going to break it. But you could see here, theoretically, he could move all the way inside. Not that much on the outer side. So he can't do really a T-pose. But this guy's meant to be like charging and pouncing, which is why I took, he comes with 4 extra sets of hands as well. I think 2 are for the, oops, shit, I dropped one. 2 are for, I'll find that later. 2 are for the back legs and 2 are for the front. And then he comes with these pouncing hands. This is like if he's like pouncing on you, like, arr. And I put him in with that instead because I like him like pouncing. And he has great articulation theoretically, but mine's is really stiff. So that's some points deducted just for mine, the one that I have. So if you can see here, he has decent articulation. I'm not gonna say great. I wish the back legs were more posable. So, like, as you can see, this is as far as he goes. And I'm terrified I'm gonna break it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm a little bit of a brute, so I'm trying my best not to break this. But he doesn't go as far as I would like him. I guess that on camera that looks okay. But he cannot stand like this regularly. I positioned him like this. He has jaw articulation. He also has his little Xenomorph mouth burster that comes out and takes literally whole faces off. He has this beautiful crown. Look at this. This looks great. Now, mine's is really light, and I have read on forums how the paint chips off of these guys, and I don't like that. Mine's hasn't had this happen. I'm sure it happens with the tail. This has a bendy wire in it, so I like that actually. I know some people don't like it; they rather have ball joints, but I do like the whole bendy thing, and it's nice and glossy, like the way a Xenomorph looks. They look like they're wet all the time. So this is a really great looking figure. Fortunately, doesn't is not the best at posing, but for what you want it for, is going to be great. Like, look at that profile. Look at that. That looks amazing. So like I got this guy to be paired up with the rest of the other Xenomorphs because like one of my things that I want to do for my display is I want to get like a ridiculous amount of, well, not ridiculous, I want to get a bunch of Xenomorphs and just put them like swarming like one predator or a bunch of Joy Toy soldiers, you know, just absolute swarming them, and have different types of species of Xenomorph, like, you know, the Crusher and the Covenant version. So that's how I imagine it. So let me just get into a quick size comparison with other stuff that I have in my collection. Speaking of Joy Toy, let's go with my favorites. My two favorites from Joy Toy so far are Figure B from Skeleton Forces and Rigo, the Risen. And you guys already know how I feel about both these figures. I really, really love, sorry, the camera. And like, you could just see how Rigo looks next to these guys. You could tell they're about to get tore up from the floor up by this Crusher. Interesting. I wonder how the exoskeleton of a Terminator would fare against Xenomorph Acid. I don't think it would fare well. But yeah, this is how the Crusher looks next to the Joy Toy guys, which I love, I absolutely love. And as you guys saw, I had the two Xenomorphs standing next to him earlier. But yeah, that's how they look. They look awesome. And I'm gonna have one of my, I just reviewed this guy. My last review was this guy. I'm gonna zoom back a little bit because he is too big. There you go. Move these guys back a little bit, just so you can see I'm not dicking around. That's how they scale. And this scales, I like this a lot too. He's a big guy. He's a big boy. He scales with him just fine. And then I have here a subtle custom of my Jungle Hunter. This is my Jungle Hunter. I just took off the Guardian's head and swapped it with the Hunter, and I made my own guy. He doesn't stand too well, so I'm just gonna hold him. Oh, hey, there you go. I guess I shut the fuck up. But yeah, look, this look pairs great with your collection. This guy's fantastic. And as always, for shits and giggles, I'm going to put, which I actually do like this, is my Hexagear Arnie. He's looking fresh, looking good. I'm actually going to do a bunch of Hexagear reviews, and Arnie will be my first, so stay tuned for that. But this looks great to me. Like, you could get like a couple of Hexagears and have them like running or trying to take out this big giant Crusher. But yeah, this is how that looks. And that was a quick one for him because he doesn't, unfortunately, doesn't move too well, and only comes with those 4 claws, and he comes with 4 of these too. So if you get this guy, you're getting 4 of these as well. All right, so now I'm going to turn him to the side so we can move on to the Xenomorphs from Alien Covenant. Now, this is the new release of the Covenant. It's the same exact mold. Everything seems the same, but if I pick up this guy, kind of like with Rigo, the Risen, like Skelly had 2 of them. He was reviewing both, and I think that's, if you could afford it, that's a good idea to buy 2, because it might be different. So I'm gonna point out the differences on these 2. Like, for one, this one is newer, so his joints are more stiffer than this guy. This guy's wobbly as hell. And on one thing, unfortunately, the bendy wire on the tail of the newer one, right out the box, when I took it out, I noticed it was a little flimsy, and it's not as I'll show you guys now. Like, if I do this, you could tell right there, it's like getting, oh, his arm just fell off, which this one is also loose. Like, it doesn't keep its position because it's already broken, unfortunately. If I hold the base and stretch it out, I could do some stuff, which is fine. So I'm not too mad. I just wanted to do a small army build with these guys. And on the new, this is actually on the newer one, though the joints are stiffer and you can pose him and he'll hold his position. He'll hold his position more and the mouth comes out. The little ball joints here, they're really loose. Sorry that did that. It's really loose on mine. It just fell out just for me moving it around. But on the older version, it's not like that at all. I mean, you could see how the joints are loose. You could see that. But the actual ball joints, it doesn't fall out. This guy has fallen off my display case a bunch of times and held his position. His bendy straw, I mean, wow, straw. His bendy wire is still fantastic. And he comes with, they both come with the same hands. I put, this is the default hands that it comes with. And though one of them fell off, this is the other more splayed, action hands that it comes with. And the other one looks exactly the same. It just fell off as I was showing you guys the bendy wire problem. But yeah, these guys both look amazing. And I'm going to show you a side-by-side with the rest of the figures that I just really am super into. And this is actually what I wanted to do. I want to get like maybe 2 of each other alien that's coming out just to have a small army build. But let's start all over again with Rigo. There you go. And again, I might have to zoom out because these are, the Crusher really takes some space. And figure B, I'm gonna call him something else. I think I called him Royce from Predators. But yeah, look. That scales perfect. I think the alien stuff always scales good. They're about 5 inches, 4.5. I think the Xenomorphs are 4.5, like probably the size of, just a little taller than the Predators. All right, that's them. And we're gonna have my boy, my small custom. It's not even that much of a custom, but here you go. And then here is, look at that. And just for shits and giggles, here's this. Boom. Oops. And I like this. I like this a lot. Stay tuned for the Hexagon reviews that I'm going to do. But yeah, these are the alien Xenomorphs from Alien Covenant and Alien Colonial Marines Crusher. And this is your host with the most, signing off. Please leave a like and subscribe and join us in the comment section. I really enjoy that part. That's really fun to me. So you guys stay tuned. Soon I'll have another review for you shortly. Take care. Bye.